Hey there, I'm Stephanie Langston for Yallwire in Nashville at Scene with Jaida Dreyer. Hey Jaida.
Hey.
So you're playing a special CD release party tonight for the Music City Insiders.
I am, yeah. I'm super excited. You know, I wanted to have a party where I could invite all the songwriters and the publishers and just my friends, you know, because I don't get to play in Nashville very often anymore, and so it was something that I just wanted to do, and I'm so excited that I have a record out, and so I just wanted to celebrate it.
Is there extra pressure playing in front of those kind of people though for you?
You know what, it's funny because I've been walking around here and everybody's like, are you nervous? Are you nervous? And I kind of feel like I'm supposed to be nervous. They're making me nervous by saying that I'm supposed to be nervous, but I'm not. No, I don't think that there's a pressure at all because, I mean, these are all people that have supported me and my music from the beginning, and, you know, so I think that it's going to be awesome more than anything, you know. It's low key as opposed to high pressure.
Well, the album I Am Jaida Dreyer,
Yeah.
so you decided to add the I Am on there. Most people just go with their names.
Yeah, well, you know, it's my debut record, and I was channeling Jesse Coulter's I'm Jesse Coulter record from the late 70s, and you know, I think most people do their debut record and it's self-titled, but I wanted something a little different.
From my head down to my bones, feeling colder overload. Oh, I might explode. But tell me now that I know, and that good stuff, and I can never be thinking enough. That ain't love. That ain't love. That ain't love. I don't know what it is.
Well, you've been on a long journey here to Nashville, and you originally came to Nashville to just be a songwriter. So,
Yeah.
How do you feel now about using your voice? What point did you decide to start doing that?
You know, doing the artist thing, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I'm just very much a realist, and when I moved to Nashville, I wasn't one of those rich girls with daddy's money that just moved here to try and be a star. I knew that I didn't sound like Carrie Underwood and Taylor Swift and all these people that I was hearing on the radio, and so I figured my place was as a songwriter. And it wasn't until I moved here and I started writing with different people in the community, and you know, they really kicked me in the butt and said, you know, you can do this, and they gave me the confidence to be able to do that. So yeah, that happened pretty early on when I moved to town, like within that first year.
An empty pack of Marlboros sitting by the bed. I can still see Mama crying on the porch.
Well, I know you're originally from Ontario,
Mm-hmm.
and you've lived, in 7 states by the time you were
Yes,
17?
yeah.
Was that traveling, doing horseback riding?
Yeah, it was just me and my mom, and she usually worked on 1 to 2 year contracts, and she worked in the horse industry. She was a reproductive specialist with the horses, and so that's why we traveled so much. 7 states, yeah, it's crazy.
You had a world championship title actually at one point also?
Yeah, several. I won my first one when I was 5.
That's awesome. So the
Yeah.
transition from horseback riding to songwriting, though, wasn't really a choice necessarily. You hurt your back. Is that
Yeah, I hurt my back. I mean, that was all that I did my entire life, because I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning and gone for weeks at a time, and shoveling dish, and can I say that?
Sure.
And throwing hay bales. That's what I did. And, physical hard labor, it just caught up with me, I guess. But the only other thing that I did was I wrote. And I think it's funny, everything happens for a reason, because I grew up on the road and I met so many different interesting, crazy, dysfunctional characters that gave me a lot to write about. And I didn't realize when I moved to Nashville that other girls my age didn't have these things to write about. So yeah, it's weird how things happen.
But I should have known there's some things you couldn't change. Stood on the front porch crying. He just kept on driving. I thought he'd turn around, but I know better now. You can't fancy me. They were born to run and bend. You think you got 'em where you want 'em, then they leave you all alone. Half-broke horses can never come back home.
You've been a little bit of everywhere, from Iowa to California. Do you have a favorite place, or one place that maybe you see mostly in your songwriting?
Yeah, I have it. You can't really see it. I have it. Can you see it?
Check it out.
I'm an honorary Texan. I've lived in 7 states, and that's the only one I have tattooed on my body. So every time I cross the state line, it's home for me. So I'll probably wind up there someday.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, your single out right now, Half Broke Horses, is actually about that experience of you as a horseback rider.
Yeah, it's very autobiographical. It's I always say that it's a cowboy and a horse song, but I mean more than that. It's really about, I don't know, my relationship with my estranged father. But yeah, it touches on my horsey past and kind of, the girl I am now because of it.
What was it like working with Byron on this as the producer?
Oh my gosh, a dream come true. I still don't think it's completely sunk in. I mean, I've been writing for Byron now for 5 years, and you won't find a bigger fan of my songs or me than that man right there. And obviously, the people that he's worked with over the years, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill and Sugarland and Martina, the fact that my name can now be included with those people, it's just very surreal. But he's an amazing man. I can't say enough wonderful things about him. And on this record, he gave me enough rope to hang myself. He really did, which is a luxury that a lot of artists don't get. So I'm very thankful for him. He's a great man.
Speaking of Sugarland, you worked with Kristen on one of these songs also.
I did, yeah. There's a song called Boy Who Cried Love. And Christian, he co-produced that track, and he sings on it with me. So it's really cool. It turned out to be one of my favorite ones on the record. So
Is this a playoff of Boy Who Cried Wolf?
yes, it is.
Very smart.
Yes.
I'm looking for a ball train. I ain't in no hurry to change my name. No, we paint up pages day and night. I ain't looking for a ball train. I don't need nobody to pay my bills. Yeah, I go to work
so are you going to be out touring in promotion of this album?
Yeah, we will. Gosh, they're putting together a bunch of stuff right now, and so hopefully we'll be. I know we're going to do some stuff in Canada too. So, yeah, it's crazy. I know we're going back out like next week to do radio stuff. So that and playing shows with the band, and it's going to be a crazy, exciting summer.
Is this kicking off a big week for you at CRS?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Happy CRS, by the way.
Get ready. Where's the coffee?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Lordy, I just woo, CRS. It's here. There's no stopping it. Yeah, CRS is gonna be nuts. I know we do this, and then I'm looking forward to the Hall of Fame dinner. I think that's tomorrow night. Last year I got to meet Kitty Wells there, which was like, Kitty was like a huge influence of mine growing up, and so it was a couple months before she passed away, and so that was really exciting. But CRS is cool like that. You never know who you'll bump into.
Speaking of Kitty, I mean, you really do have that influence in your voice, and you can hear it from all these old school country music artists. Are there any modern people that influence you as well today?
Oh gosh, definitely the more like songwriter, singer type artists. Like I'm a huge fan of Hayes Carl and Ryan Bingham, and gosh, who else am I digging right now? Wow, love it. I mean, there are definitely, modern people out there that I dig, but I mean, I was raised, I had a cool mom who raised me right. So I'm definitely just, very, I don't know, I'm very drawn to the old school stuff.
Give me a sign, Lord, give me a sign. Oh, how about a rainbow? Turn some water to wine. Shine a little love down to light up the way. Yeah, because I'm feeling a little bit lost today.
Well, I saw in a recent write-up you said that people would describe you as crazy, so I was wondering, like, what's the craziest thing you've done?
Ever?
Ooh.
Oh gosh, something that I cannot say.
Spill it.
Craziest thing I've ever done. Oh, there have been so many things that I probably don't even remember.
You just don't want to share.
Gosh, well, here's prime example. One, I learned, this was my first big tour that I was ever on. I was on the Jägermeister tour with Eric Church, not last year, but the year before that. And it was the Jägermeister tour, so they had the Jaeger bus out, and it was the very first night of the tour. And I went back to the Jaeger bus and started drinking shots from they had the Jaeger dispenser or whatever. Started drinking from there, and I got hammered, and it was bad, really bad. And anyway, they gave me 3 bottles of Jaeger to take back to the hotel room with me, and so I'm stumbling off the bus, and my mom is with me. This was even more embarrassing. And there's all these fans, they have them barricaded off. They thought Eric was on the bus, which obviously they were very disappointed when they saw me. But anyway, so a couple of them were freaking out, and I was like, yeah. And so I undid all 3 bottles of Jaeger. I don't know why I did all 3 instead of just 1, but I made them all get down on their knees, and Jaeger's filming all of this, and I poured the Jaeger. Yeah, I'll never live that one down.
By Jaeger.
I actually am. I am endorsed by Jaeger.
That probably sealed the deal for you.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get some Jaeger tonight in celebration.
Heck yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you
I
so
am
much.
Jaida Dreyer, out now.
Thank you.
These hard times we live in, I ain't the only one. No, who could use a little heaven's help of the sun? These hard times we live in, I ain't the only one. No, and we could use a little heaven's help of the sun. Amen. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you so much.